When you're Saudi Arabia's crown prince, life is just like a game of chess. You not only have the finances, the authority, and political clout to bend an entire nation to your every need, but you also have the vision to go against the very forces of nature, irrespective of whether these forces are like the harsh and unforgiving Arabian desert sand dunes. This is exactly what Mohammed bin Salman, also known as MBS, intends to do. He's not only the Saudi government's public face, but a man living undoubtedly the world's most extravagant lifestyle. What else is he supposed to do when he has a total control of the country's oil-rich treasury? MBS, on the other hand, has a distinct appeal. It's not so much his incredible wealth as it is his enthralling love of the science fiction genre. In fact, MBS is so enthralled by science's futuristic concepts that he plans to build a dystopian city in the Arabian desert that will cost $1 trillion. The Neom project, according to MBS, will be a futuristic green city that will house more than 9 million people of Saudi and foreign descent. Neom, a combination of the Greek word for new and the Arabic word for future, is a nod to what cities of the future might look like. The prince announced the first plans for Neom in 2017 in what was to be the flagship project that would enable Saudi Arabia to diversify its economy beyond its reliance on oil. This also coincides with the world's gradual decline from its massive desire for fossil fuels. After 5 years, the Crown Prince is convinced that the project Neom will be completed by 2030. Neom, as MBS put it, will be the modern-day version of the pyramids of Giza and potentially the world's 9th wonder, and will be located in the dry and harsh, isolated province of Tabuk. MBS is letting his imagination run wild in order to ensure that his pyramids will become a reality. Project Neom will be graced with a plethora of futuristic inventions, ranging from flying lights to urban spaceports, which will be used for launching into space. Plus, buildings that will have breathtaking designs. A building shaped like a blooming flower? No problem. Thinking about a design of a falcon stretching its massive wings before taking flight? Consider it done. His playground is the entire world. Another key feature right in the middle of the desert at Neom is the Vault, a man-made valley carved into the side of a mountain which will reportedly feature a fantastical ski resort. To accomplish this, Neom will rely on rising temperatures at high altitudes to produce snow. But his extravagant pursuits do not stop there. In his boisterous attempt to attract Europe's prestigious investors, MBS is also planning to build a yacht marina on the Red Sea to entice decadents that would otherwise sail away into the Venetian docks in Europe. To say Mohammed bin Salman has spent a lot of money on the construction of this futuristic city is an understatement. The Crown Prince has commissioned some of the most famous and successful designers in Hollywood to produce a visually appealing model. These are the same designers from blockbuster films like The Dark Knight and The Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as futuristic designers from I Am Legend and World War Z. MBS has even employed world-renowned Californian writer Chris Gray to explore the innovations of classic sci-fi films like Blade Runner and incorporate these ideas into the Neom city's design. One more thing to watch out for: The Line, an elongated linear city to be built to the heart of Neom's eloquence. It will be 33 times larger than New York and is located near the borders of Egypt and Jordan. It will run from the desert in the east all the way to the Red Sea in the west. This architectural marvel will be designed by the state-of-the-art firm Morphosis Architects and will be made up of 2 tall buildings that will run parallel to each other and will be painstakingly connected by advanced walkways. It will only be 200 meters wide and will have mirrored surfaces stretching up to a staggering 500 meters in height. To put this in context, the line will be more than 2/3 the height of Dubai's outlandish Burj Khalifa and will be much taller than the Empire State Building. The line is expected to be a mega city with 14 industrial zones including food production, energy and transportation, and media entertainment. The most unique aspect of the future city is that each citizen will be provided 2 functional robots expected to respond to every request. That's correct, robots. However, while the living standards sound fantastic on paper, there will be a lot of engineering power and muscle required to bring this majestic structure to life. For starters, designers must think about the amount of shadow that will be cast by such tall parallel buildings. Shadows that may prevent residents from receiving Mother Nature's nourishing sunlight. Engineers must also consider how the line will be impacted by the curvature of the Earth. We have to keep in mind that the Earth curves 8 inches for every mile, which means engineers will need to plan for an interval gap to allow the line to bend where required. Mohammed bin Salman, on the other hand, is convinced that the line will not be buried under its mind-boggling design intricacies. For starters, it will be linked by a high-speed rail that will enable passengers to travel from one end of the city to the other in under 20 minutes. Flying EV taxis could also be used as an alternative mode of transportation in Neom. Neom will be much more than a green city. It will serve as a testing ground for future technologies. Technologies that have the potential to challenge our narrow perception of urban living. And MBS will go to any length to make this a reality. Even the most desolate desert landscapes, with their heat and a lack of fresh water, will not deter the Saudi prince from constructing the world's first all-smart megacity. Because there is a solution for everything in today's world. Even if it is a large-scale farming in one of the world's extremely harsh deserts. Neom will have multiple desalination plants that will transform drinking water from the Red Sea. In terms of energy, the scorching sun will already be able to provide enough to keep the city running on a sustainable and renewable electric grid. But how will Neom get the rain it needs to grow plants in this harsh and unforgiving environment? Using cloud seeding. Another innovative technology where engineers will be able to create rain by changing the weather and the outside temperature so that crops can yield fresh produce. Vegetables will grow vertically from the sides of the buildings in Neom, and these plants will be harvested by sci-fi-like robots that will deliver them to the community where residents can subscribe to breakfast, lunch, and dinner at canteens. To realize these ambitious goals, Neom will collaborate with some of the world's most cutting-edge technology companies. For example, MBS is believed to have formed a $5 billion collaboration with the world's largest green hydrogen production enterprise in order to evaluate various sectors of wind and solar power. MBS is also collaborating with other high-profile businesses to develop spectacular entertainment marvels such as a Jurassic Park-themed island populated by robotic dinosaurs that could even outshine the fictional Jurassic World. Drones and microphones will be used to place cutting-edge surveillance systems for security purposes. Once the city is fully operational, education will be taught holographically to help eliminate the rapidly increasing population. Neom will also have a beach made of glow-in-the-dark sand. A massive artificial moon will also light up the sky, creating an enchanting display unlike anything we've ever seen. In addition, live satellite images from space will be projected into the night sky. Due to a lack of domestic engineering and design expertise in Saudi Arabia, vast sums of money are being channeled to bring in foreign engineers to work on this project with an impressive tax-free salary of $1 million plus all expenses paid. Who could refuse such a mouth-watering offer? Despite this, Project Neom has had its shares of unavoidable hiccups. For one thing, Mohammed bin Salman is known to have a volatile temper, frequently demanding constant updates and keeping a close eye on the project. If he dislikes something, you can bet you'll be taking the next flight home. Aside from that, the Saudi prince is confident that, like its neighbor Dubai, Saudi Arabia will one day boast of hyper-cities emerging from the desert's unfriendly dunes. What do you think? Sounds really interesting, and we just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to our luxury channel so you won't miss all the new videos that will be coming out.